views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its host, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. However, tonight will probably be exactly what I mean. What up, y'all? It's 7 o'clock on a Tuesday, so y'all know what time it is. You know, I'll tell you, this has been an education of consistency. It is a necessary thing in order to maintain the integrity and the status quo of what we do in life. So we have to maintain that. We have to be on point, on time, and do what we do unapologetically. You dig? What's up, y'all? Teresa Sanders in the building. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. Thank you for coming through. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 7 acknowledged. No, I'm just kidding. I'm being silly right now. Well, I got a couple of things I'm going to go over tonight because y'all know we are coming up on the big weekend. World's largest steppers contest this Saturday inside Steppin. We'll be in the building broadcasting live. Y'all, it is going to be a barn burner. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all for helping to make it possible. Because without you, we're nothing. Linda Sanders, Dennis Howard Hodges, my man Pastor D is in the building. Thank you, brother. Yes, I enjoyed it. Dallas Brown was happening. Linda Brooks in the building. Netta DM, what's up, girl? Look at here, y'all. I'm going to give a real quick shout out, if you will. I made a post today. I want to say thank you to everybody. You know, it has been, I don't know. I think it's been kind of strange, actually. I turned 59, y'all, on Sunday, and I'm not going to lie to you. It's a little strange because all I could do is think back to when I was probably 15, maybe 20, and think about what I felt like it would look like at almost 60 years old. I think 50 was the mark that I had in my head when I was younger, like 50. And I hit 50, and I'm 9 years ahead of the game on that. So I'm about to, next year is a big 6-0. And it's kind of weird because I feel like, man, I don't feel like we think 60-year-olds should feel. I don't feel anything like that. I feel still, I got a lot of life left, y'all. And I intend to live it the best way I know how, because there's a whole lot of folks that didn't make it around the sun this time. And to them, my condolences. And I just want to, I want to be able to see a few more of these rotations myself. But I want to thank all y'all for being a part of that journey. Whole lot of folks, man, make this show possible. A whole lot of folks are the reason we're able to do what we do, but we also do this for a whole lot of folks. Y'all are the reason. Y'all are the reason for this Inside Steppin' season, because we have to continue to maintain our ability to gain knowledge about this dance and about the future of where it's headed, which is going to, in just a few minutes, segue me into my latest rant, because I got some things I need to say tonight, because there's some folks out here who seem to think that people like me are going to sit back and sit still for these shenanigans. I'm not. And I may even name names tonight. We're going to see. Jerry writes a bit. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for coming through. Yes, ma'am. Cavaliers in the building. C4L. Super cool Mac. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, I do. I do appreciate it. I'm going to have a guest on tonight too, you guys. So stay tuned for that. Now, there's a bunch of a lot of events that are coming up, y'all. And we're gonna get into that. But I wanted to make absolutely sure that I give all of y'all shout outs for what y'all see how she do. The producer lady, y'all. I wanted to make sure that I show my gratitude. It's important that we give one another our flowers while we're
still here. You know, them flowers don't mean nothing to a dead person. I'm gonna just tell y'all like that. You know, when we go and we do our thing, and we our time comes up on this earth. You know, them flowers don't mean nothing to somebody that done checked out of here. So let's make sure we take care of each other while we're here, y'all. I'm gonna continue to say that, which brings me to my next point, y'all. I try very, very hard to be a person who operates in integrity. What I don't do. Dwayla Boyce in the house. How you doing? Hey, Deborah Wright. What I don't do is operate without integrity and honesty, especially when it comes to this dance and this culture. It is incredibly necessary for us in this community to operate with integrity. Now, there are individuals who operate in this community, and it goes back to something that I always say, because ain't nobody putting a stop to it, ain't nobody putting no checks in place. But here's the thing. I got this microphone, and I'm going to do just that. Tony Brown Huff in the building. How you doing tonight? Devin Smith in the building. One half of them Texas boys. Wanda Scales. What's up, Slim? You coming to Chicago this weekend, baby? I'm going to see you. Tyrone Bentley. What's going on? Ivy Sonnier. How you doing? Shay. What's up? So look, y'all. Here's something that I got a problem with. I'm just going to go right on into it. The hell with it. On last week, we have in this state, let me just use Texas because this is where I'm at. This is the example. There are other genres of dance in this state, which is fine. Now, a little bit of a history lesson, right quick, long story short. There was a period where people who were a part of the two-step and swing out communities here worked very diligently to keep stepping from becoming a thing in this state. Why? Well, because they are or were protective of their communities the same way that steppers are in Chicago. And that is to be respected. It is. But here's the difference. If you can name me one single time, and I don't care what state it was in, that a stepper or someone from the steppers community injected themselves into someone else's dance culture and tried to change something. Name me once, just one, anybody, please. Y'all know this is an interactive show. Holla at your boy. Tell me one time when a stepper ever stepped into the swing out community, the two-step, the Philly bop, hand dance, Kansas City two-step, any of those communities, any of them, and tried to tell them what to do or tried to shift what they were doing in their community. Name one. You won't be able to, and I'm going to tell you why. Steppers don't care about these other things. We don't care that other people are doing their dance. You know why? Because we grew up understanding levels of respect for what we do. Therefore, we don't disrespect someone else's dance. Now, the problem comes in because this dance has been featured in movies. It has been sung about. There are music videos, and the list goes on. Don't be mad at this culture, which is still us, because it is growing. It has grown. It is going across the pond, if you will. Okay? There's a dance set coming up next year, Labor Day weekend, that will be in the UK, y'all. Sarah Teagle. We're going to talk about that. Now, what are they afraid of? Are they afraid that steppers are going to infiltrate their community? Listen, don't hate the player, hate the game, okay? Because let's keep it a buck. We do our dance, we mind our business. It's always been that way. Now, I ain't saying we don't fight amongst each other within this community, because we do. But like Jerry Wrights a bit says, they are full of fear. They see how big Steppin is. We can't help that. It's a cool dance. Oh, well. Absolutely correct, Jerry Wrights a bit. Now, a mistake was made, in my opinion, and of course there are those who are going to differ, and I'm saying in my opinion specifically because I'm involved in this. There is going to be a fantastic New Year's Eve party taking place in Houston, Texas, y'all. And for those of you who want to attend, please let me know, because we are going to be doing the damn thing. Now, one of the reasons why, see, normally, I would be headed to Tennessee for New Year's Eve, because my man Josiah Burt, who has hosted his New Year's Eve party there for the last couple of years, and you know he is one of the collaboration members like myself, and I'm going to always support my brothers because that's what we do. And I would normally be there. However, because New Year's Eve falls on a Tuesday this year, we made the executive decision that it would probably not be the best idea to try and put that thing on as a 2-day event, right? So I involved myself in another venture this year, which is Miss Tony Brown Huff. That would be the New Year's Eve masquerade ball, y'all. And it's going down. Myself, DJ Durrell Smooth Greenwood, and DJ Vale out of Chicago, my homie, will be on the ones and twos all day. We're going to start the day party in the middle of the afternoon. We're going to get you warmed up. We're going to get you right. Dinner is served at, I think it's 5:30. I got to look at the, let me see. Let me pull this up. Dinner is going to be served at, wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have the details in front of me. That's my mistake. I should be better prepared, y'all. Anyway, and then the party starts, okay? It is a New Year's Eve celebration. But guess what it is more than it is anything else? It's a steppers event. So please tell me why we got people from the swing out and two-step community who want to inject themselves into steppers business. Tell me why we have people who seem to think that there's some form of conflict of interest when we don't give a damn about their dance. Now, I'm not trying to be rude and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. However, y'all know what I'm not, I'm not above it. Okay. My thing is this: stay in your damn lane. When you start messing with my money, I'm going to say something. And trust and believe I'm being nice right now. Because the next move, I'm going to start really naming names and I'm going to start causing problems. Now, I hate to be so damn blunt and blatant about it, but it is what it is. Y'all want to throw weight around? Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. See, this is about integrity. Paid somebody, gave them money to do a service. And then they said, oh, can I give you a refund because it's a conflict of interest. Why? Because the person who's hosting this other event decided that, oh, it's a conflict of interest. I need you to give them their money back, and you flunky you're a flunky. Let me tell you something. If I'm selling beef and McDonald's is buying beef from me, and Burger King come to me and say, I want to buy your beef, do you think I'm getting ready to stop selling my beef because McDonald's is already buying it? I'm sorry. No, I'm not going to do that. It's called business. Now, I was told by this same person, all money is good money, but all of a sudden, all money ain't good money. Integrity. There's a little thing called integrity. And like I said, I'm going to get off the subject because in a minute I'm going to go off. Don't mess with my money. That's all I'm going to tell you. Y'all playing games. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Stay in your two-step swing out lane and leave steppers be. Or it's going to really, I'm going to start making a whole bunch of noise. And I promise you it's not going to be good. I got too many friends that are swing out and two-step people that are respectful, that don't have no beef with none of this. And I want to keep it that way. Please don't cause division where there is none. Stay in your lane, mind your business, and we'll mind ours. Let that be what it is. Now, let me move on to other things. No, I ain't ready to move on yet. I'm tired of culture vultures. Y'all want to piggyback off of Steppin. Everybody wants to make a buck off of Steppin. I'm sick of the greedy ass people who take something that we love, something that we grew up doing, something that we are a part of, is part of our culture. Every time one of y'all stand up and you try and bastardize this and think that you're going to get away with it, I'm going to speak up. Just know that. My voice is not just for me. It is for my culture. It is for the people who enjoy this dance, who do not expect to be disrespected by somebody who is not even a part of this community. I'm not going to sit down for that. I'm not. Now, I'm going to see what dogs holler, because you know them hit dogs holler. Them culture vulture hit dogs, they holler. I want you to speak up. Say something to me about it so we can have this dialogue. Because I know the person that I'm talking about don't watch this show. Because if they did, they would know better. I can't stand a hater. You so scared your little event gonna fail? Is that what the problem is? You scared you ain't got enough weight to make it do what it do? You throw your money around, you think ain't nobody else got money? Is that what you think? I got a little change I can throw around. What you want to do? I can make waves. Trust me. Stay in your lane. And you know, it's funny because, you know, you meet people and you think they solid. But I'm going to tell you just like this. And this is one thing I've been learning a lot here lately. I don't know why here lately. I don't trust nobody I ain't been through nothing with, because the minute something happened and they break bad on it, it's just like a snitch. One of them kind of people, you think they solid until something happened. Everybody want to be a gangster till it's time to do gangster shit. Don't play with me. Please don't play with me. Don't let the smooth taste fool you, baby. It's politics in this game. And if you ain't ready to play hardball, don't play with me. I play hardball. And I mean that on everything I love. And ain't nobody you gonna call, ain't nobody you gonna talk to that can save you from me. Stay in your lane. This microphone a powerful thing, and I'm being nice tonight. Stay out my business. And see, that's the sad part. You don't know whose business you meddling in. That's the problem. You think you're dealing with something with one person. You're not. You're dealing with more than one person. You're dealing with several people. Stay in your lane. I can't say that. I can't stress that enough. Leave steppers where steppers are. Stay over there with whatever that is you doing that we don't care nothing about. Stay out our business. And to my man, if you're watching, if you don't intend to do right by the people in this community, stay over there with them. You claim you want to be in the steppers community? Clearly you don't. Because you got bigger fish to fry. Go fry them. Leave us be. I can find somebody to do what you do real fast and probably better. You do a good job with what you do, but if you're going to be picking and choosing, taking people's money and not giving them the job, what you said you was going to give them, because that's the second time you done went back on your word with me. That's the second time you done did that. See, it just shows me. Like I said, people show you who they are, believe them. Please believe them. All these people jumping over here in this community and ain't contributed jack. I'm tired of all the people jumping their ass over here in this stepping world trying to make a name and trying to make money. Did you know that most of the people who are involved in the steppers community that are doing anything that is substantial are really in this for the love of it? I'm going to just, newsflash, let me tell all y'all something. Ain't no money in Steppin. Okay? There might be a handful of people who have made a little change off of Steppin. Ain't no money in this. You're not about to get rich off of this. You're not about to get famous. What, you gonna be hood rich and hood famous off of Steppin? This is about the love. It's about what we do, because this is where we come from. This is what we do. Now, it has spread and other people have latched on to it. But if you're gonna latch on to it, learn it the right way. Don't just learn how to step 8 times. My man, Pretty Ricky got it in the building. Don't just learn how to make 8 steps. Learn why we do what we do. Learn why we dress the way we do. Learn why we feel the way we do. Learn some of the stories and the people that was before you that you don't know nothing about. You want to learn some? Go to Chicago this weekend while we there for the world's largest and try to soak up some of this game. There's plenty of good game going on down there tonight. I mean, this weekend, I promise you. You can get all the game you want. Please believe it. Avis Tucker, what's up, baby? David Calhoun in the building. Man, Joyce Taylor, how you doing? Lillian Hall coming through. Lisa, what's up? Sandy Bernard, Sandra Davis. Y'all coming up in here. Lynn John in the house. Hey, V, what's up? Jerome Cook. Y'all need to come suck up some of this good game and learn what this is about. Because what you're not going to do, long as I got a voice, what you're not going to do is walk over in here and just think you're going to bring and start doing your little dance up in here and everything going to be sweet. It ain't. It ain't going to be sweet. I don't care who you know. I don't care who you think you know. I'm born and raised in this game. You dig?
Hey, Rudy put a good question in. Has this person ever been to Chicago?
Hell no, they ain't been to Chicago. Yeah. Rudy, I'm sorry. I missed Rudy's comment. Rudy died and say, had they ever been to Chicago? Exactly. That's my whole point. You're running around here thinking you knowing something, then you're taking cues from the wrong people. You're listening to the wrong people. They lying to you and taking your money, and you think you got something going on. You ain't got nothing going on. Go to where I'm from and get some of this game and find out what's up. Karen Foster in the building. How you doing? Kevin Neville's in the house. What's up? Come see how we really get down before you start thinking you got this game on lock. You don't. All right? I got to get off of this because I'm getting heated. Can't stand these culture vulture hating ass people. And trust and believe anything that I'm saying right here on this microphone. I want you to understand one thing about Brian Forbes, and anybody on this live will tell you. What you see right here is what you get. You're going to get the same cat in person as you getting right now. Now, unless you're prepared to deal with that, stay in your lane. Don't nothing change about me. Ain't nothing changed about me in 50 years. I'm not, I don't bite my tongue and I don't hold my hat in my hand. So bring it. Simple as that. Diane Dabney in the building of the Dancing Dabney. She say Visions tomorrow night, Chicago, y'all. Dang, I wish I could be there. I ain't gonna get there till Thursday. Kevin Neville's, don't ask me no questions. Talking about why you snapping. I got good reason, man. I'm heated. People playing with my money, Kevin. People playing with my money, Ambassador. You know how I feel about that. Matter of fact, I know you know, because me and you cut from the same cloth off the same tree. You know about how it go when they start playing with our money. Don't play with my money. Please don't play with my money. See, people think they know stuff. You don't know half of what you think you know. You don't know whose stuff you playing with while you playing. Be very careful. Cutting into my pockets. We ain't having that. All right. Now, I'm going to get off that. I'm getting ready to bring in my guest because we're going to talk about this upcoming weekend a little bit. Yes, Avis, I'm okay. Thank you, sister. That's my sister there. Lady Sings the News in the building. What's up? Let me get my guest on here right quick. This one of my people, y'all. He good for keeping me on a happier note. Here she come on a happier note. Don't be bad. I already talked about my birthday. I ain't talking about my birthday no more.
We're gonna tie the balloon on the chair.
No, we not. Get that balloon out of here.
Maybe they make you be
She trying to make me happy. I ain't happy, god dog it. There he is. Hey, man, turn your phone sideways for me. She said, maybe I'll be nice. There you go. Okay, hold on. I got to do one more thing. Huh? Yeah, no, yeah, please don't leave that thing there because that thing will get on my daggone nerves. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, wait a minute, let me take that off of there. I got the wrong name on the daggone thing.
Yeah, I don't think he look like Valerie.
No. What up, Joe?
What up,
How
man?
you feel, sir?
Cutting this TV down where I can't hear it.
Hey, man, I hope you didn't hear none of that.
What?
You know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna tell y'all straight up. This is one of the people who keeps me on the rails. So I hope he didn't hear none of that. That way you ain't, we good. What's up, Joe? How you feel, baby?
What's up, man? What's happening? What's happening? What's
Man,
going
I
down?
can't call it. Lonnie Gayton in the house. What's up, dog? That's my homie right there, my ATL family. Tanya Coleman, what's up, baby? So look, Joe.
What up?
I got an idea, man. So listen, man. Have I got your commitment that you're gonna be with us on Saturday, sir? You don't know yet?
I don't know, man.
You don't know yet?
I don't know, man. I'm going at the house, man.
All right. Well, y'all know this a family man. You know he got business to take care of. So Joe, I was looking at the contestant list from last year to this year. I'd love to get your thoughts, sir, on.
You trying to start
Oh
something?
man, come on, baby. You know how we do it. I was looking over this list from the 32nd annual to the 33rd annual, and it appears to me I'm really tripping on the fact that the entire roster is like there are so many people who you would expect to be on this list who aren't. Joe, what are your thoughts about, or have you given any thought to what this year's competition is going to look like?
No, I really haven't given it any thought. I mean, I seen some of the prelims, but that was about it. But I really didn't take time to think on the contest itself.
Producer
I
lady
respect
just said you and Tanya should have been in it this year.
Who said it?
Poppy.
Oh, I heard. They got like about 75.
Yeah,
couples.
we got 75. Well, 3 of them are thruples because it's in the trio category.
Okay, said thruples.
Yeah, thruples, triples. So yeah, so it's 75 sets. Now, I think the 2 biggest categories are walkers and new school. So Joe, last week when we were on the show, we got to talking about about the different judging categories. Now I know you got something to say about this. When it comes to judging a contest, matter of fact, you just did one in Virginia. What, last week before last, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. When you are judging a contest yourself, and I want to go by category. What do you look for when it comes to appearance?
How they mesh, for us, the male and female, that deals with height and everything,
I never thought of that. Usually people are looking at the wardrobe more than anything else, but that's actually an interesting caveat. I never thought of that.
You don't want a girl that's too short. You don't want a guy that's too tall.
Huh.
Or vice versa.
Dig that. I never thought of that. So that would be something that you would score as well as the wardrobe itself.
Right. Because see, I guess some people just look with a wardrobe. They look nice. They complement each other's look. But like I said, they say clothes don't make the man. Is what they say, right?
That's what they say.
But you could take 4 different men and put them in the same suit.
Yeah.
But because of, I guess, their physical structure, they're gonna look different in that same suit.
Yeah.
One may look better than the other. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's not just the suit; it's how you wear the suit.
Okay.
Or the dress, or the heels, whatever the case may be. So I'm looking at all of that. You know what I'm saying? When a guy put on a suit, I don't want you to put on a suit that your jacket make it look like you can't breathe.
Say got him,
You know what I mean?
got him in a headlock.
I understand now they're wearing clothes to fit.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be a big bulky guy in a small suit.
You know what's interesting that you meant that since you mentioned that? Go ahead.
If you're gonna be a big bulky guy and you want to wear a suit that fit, make sure it kind of breaks your structure a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Where we can't actually see your complete definition.
You don't want to see that dad bod.
I mean, it ain't got to be that. You could be muscle bound.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'm being funny.
Yeah, but we don't want to see all of that. And then, like when a woman want to wear a dress, we want your dress to hang right. We want your clothes to look right on you.
But now, you know what's interesting about what you're saying right now, though? Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, like, going back from the earliest parts of Steppin, nobody, like, even though some of that stuff was fashionable even then, the tighter clothes, steppers didn't wear clothes like that. So I guess it's an interesting twist that's where we are now.
Well, I mean, the tight suits and stuff, you had to go back to the 60s for that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Steppers, even the people who wore but I mean, shit, it was bell bottom. Well, okay.
Yeah, bell bottoms was like a fitted pants too.
Yeah.
But our group in the 70s, we were more into the baggy pants.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like steppers wore,
it was baggy.
We had slacks with they had a drape to them. You dig?
I don't mean baggy like the hip hop baggy. I mean baggy slacks.
Right. Like all you could see was you could see that toe peeking out from up under that cuff. Clean,
exactly.
Jack.
Under that snake skin.
Yes,
with that
sir.
pony.
Yes, sir. Pretty Ricky say we put on maize. That's right, Pretty Ricky. You know what it is.
We put on maize.
Yeah. Johnson Tony in the house. Yeah.
And you when you did it, you had your clothes cut to fit your physique.
Right. So, but I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, like I said, now, people go and do things so different these days. But I mean, it's a sign of the time. Sunshine in the house. What's happening now? Let's move on to. And this is where I know you. Where you get ready to have a whole lot to say. The next portion will be now. For matter of fact, right quick, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you guys this. This is from the Texas Heat from last year. Let me see if I can get it where you guys can see it without the light blaring on it. This is the scoring sheet from Texas Heat, and y'all know we got Texas Heat coming up 1st of October. Y'all get ready for that. The score sheet is basically the same as the world's largest. Now, the next category on here is, Joe, originality. How hard or easy is it, in your opinion, based on the current dance style being the 8-count genre, how hard is it or easy is it to bring originality into that part of the dance?
It's not hard to bring originality into it if people teach you what originality is and show you how you bring your own creativity into the dance where it fits the dance itself.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But they're not. See the way you said it, the 8-count structure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they need to get
I knew I was gonna get you with this one.
Yeah, calling it the 8-count structure, man. It's really just it's a count system used. Listen, the count system is supposed to be used to teach you how to do a dance.
Mm-hmm.
The count structure itself is not the dance, even though all the emphasis is on 8 numbers. Mm-hmm. But the emphasis should be on the dance. And if you want somebody to develop creativity, then you got to teach them how to dance and develop creativity.
First, they need to understand the basic structure and then put the creativity into that.
Because you need the foundation in the dance first. You need that basic dance, and they need to teach you how to extend your dance outside of the basic dance to your creativity and freestyle and what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
See, that word freestyle gets a lot of people hung up the wrong way. Because when you freestyle, you have to freestyle from something.
Right.
Freestyle is not a dance of itself.
Right.
Freestyle is your creativity in a basic structured dance, or anything that you do.
Now,
But people,
go ahead. Go ahead.
you let me give an example. You got football players. They run plays, but because your skill set is so tight, you can freestyle from that play and make some other things happen off instinct.
Right.
So when you dance, you're dancing in a structure. So in that structure, while you are dancing, you have the ability to come out of that basic structure, keeping the integrity of the dance, and get out with different types of moves, spins, footwork, and all of that.
Right.
But keeping the integrity of that dance, not going into another dance, keeping the integrity of that dance that you're in.
There you go. Okay. Now, I want to point out something, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm not positive whether or not this was done deliberately or whether this was something that was a thought was given to. Now, you guys, for those of you who follow this show and you've been on here over the last couple of years, and we talk about the categories and how these categories came to be in the steppers world and why people who are not competitive hear about old school, new school, and so on. And on here, we have given this lesson multiple times. We're going to give it again tonight. For those of you who didn't get it and those of you who need to hear it again, in case you weren't aware, old school and new school are actually the same dance. And here's what I mean. Not in the context of it being the original dance. Now, here's what I'm getting at. On this year's roster, instead of it saying original old school, it only says old school and new school. Now, the rule differences, and it may have something to do with us breaking this down before. Maybe. You don't know. I don't know. But understand that the original dance is not old school. Based on the history and the origin of where the old school terminology came from, which was part of the competition. Now, which I think is a good thing, because if they're going to do another, like say they do another year and they're going to call it original rather than old school or new school. Old school is actually the old new school. And that may sound confusing, but that's what it is. Now, Joe, what are your thoughts on, what do you look for when it comes down to synchronization?
Synchronization is part built on your timing with your partner. So you're putting your moves, your moves are kind of synchronized together. Like Ludacris said, when I move, you move just like this.
Right.
So when you dance, your synchronization is where you work together with your partner in your dance move. Y'all are in sync with your movements, the timing, moving left, right, up, and back. Y'all in sync with each other's movement. It's not like y'all are two people dancing individually, but y'all are two people that are dancing in sync with each other. Y'all are dancing with each other. Now, that's what being in sync.
The other day, I ran across a post. My girl Sanji Stewart over there at Living the 8 Count, she put up a post and she talked about, because, we're in competition season, so this is all everybody's talking about. And she made the comment about chemistry and what people's thoughts on it were. My response to her was that chemistry has everything to do, I think, with synchronization. That's actually part of synchronization. I think that when two people are just kind of hitting on all cylinders together, and in sync like that, that can be partially because of chemistry, along with a skill set.
Even if you make a mistake, can't nobody tell because y'all so in sync with each other's movements.
Right. And what's amazing to me about chemistry is that you could have it one day and not have it the next. I've seen it. I've seen couples, not couples, but I've seen people who dance together beautifully one time, and in another time they danced together and they just weren't together. It wasn't there. You think that's kind of a lightning strike or something like that? Is that or is it just when two people are just synced up, man? It just is what it is.
No, that can happen all the time with them two people. But most of the people that get in the world largest are not in sync with each other. Mm-hmm. You just picked a partner and you practice and y'all got on the stage.
Facts. I can't argue with that. It shows too, because, you know, some people, you know, like, and what's amazing to me is when you go over these lists, and there are a lot of what we like to refer to as the usual players, and you realize that one year this person was with this person, but this year that person is with this person and that person went to this person. And it's like a big game of musical chairs. And somewhere in there, somebody has to be able to connect with a person to be able to, you know, make this thing do what it does. What are your thoughts on showmanship? Now, what is the difference? And I want you to break this down for us. The difference between the showmanship and the originality.
Showmanship is something that you have when you step on your stage presence, mm-hmm. your politeness, your respect to the dance and to the other contestants and things. That's basically your showmanship. You showing the ability to be able to perform, I guess, you know, without disrespecting others, staying in line or staying in tune with the dance itself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being able to show your creativity in your showmanship. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Let me ask you this though, in regard to that. All right, so I always say back in the day, I don't know, I'm kind of getting tired of saying that. We need to come up with a new term. Back in the day, when a competition came up, or, you know, like somebody threw some money in the hat, or some people decided they was gonna battle each other, or somebody said, like Sam Chapman, would be like, "Oh, we're gonna have a steppers contest tonight." Two people in the room would just grab each other and dance. Now we got people who literally practice with each other. What are your thoughts on which way would you sway in the way that should actually go these days?
Either way, because see this, okay, I've heard people say, well, I don't practice. Mm-hmm. Then how do you get better?
Yeah,
how do you get better if you don't practice? There is no professional sport in the world that don't practice.
Dig that. You sure right.
Okay. So how do you get better if you don't practice? When people, are you trying to say something to make it sound like you much better than everybody else?
That's an ego move. That's definitely that's something to think about. I never thought of it that way. You're right.
You have to practice a craft. Now, okay, and let me use me. I teach, but I don't hardly dance. Mm-hmm. You're not dancing when you're teaching,
right?
Because you're teaching a basic structure of a dance, mm-hmm. fundamentals. But you're not dancing where you're in a creative mode and you're getting down, practicing the things that you know how to do. So your dance moves that you know how to do are not in your short-term memory, it's in long-term. Better example for me on that is Ty Skippy. Mm-hmm. People talked about Ty Skippy and said Ty Skippy, his dance, it never changed.
Right.
Now, what they never understood about the dance or the way Ty Skippy danced, what they didn't understand was Ty Skippy have added a lot of moves or creativity from the new school era. Mm-hmm. But his dance itself,
his basic structure.
Him. Yeah, all his moves, and the reason he was and people said it never changed. Your dance is not supposed to change. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to elevate.
Well, you know, a lot of people don't understand that they think that you're supposed to look like everybody else. They don't understand that if you look like everybody else, you're kind of doing it wrong. You need to have your own style.
But see, this is what I was saying about Ty Skippy. Ty Skippy had perfected everything that he did, that he could get out, he could wake up in the morning and pop and hit 6, 7, 8 different moves off the whim. Because he practiced it and done it so much.
Right.
This second nature. With me, knowing the same stuff, and I don't do it like every day like that, I had to get warmed up. I had to get my brain to think on the dance.
so you gotta get them cylinders firing.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, Ty Skippy had so much in his arsenal, but you miss it because you're focused on his feet.
Yeah.
But you miss everything he doing with his hands and everything else and his swag and all of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So here you watch it. You're missing showmanship.
Nah, there you go.
And his creativity stuff.
Yeah.
Because you look at his feet.
Yeah, because you show go because look, them feet was a show. Don't play no games. It was a show all by itself.
So when you look at people when it comes to the dance, dude, you got to practice this dance.
Yeah.
Now, put that here. Here we go. I'm gonna use Ty Skippy again. Ty Skippy can grab you. If Sam said we finna do a contest, Ty Skippy can grab somebody and get down right there.
Facts.
Let me tell you why. Because he's all practiced up already. He know what he's gonna do. He's gonna lead. He already know what he's gonna give you. Because he do it so much. He do it so repetitively. It's so simple to come back to mind for him. It pops out of him just like that. Pop, 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 he got
that muscle,
so
that muscle memory.
Right. So that shows his ability to be able to dance at the drop of a hat. That's why, like a cat like Ty Skippy, it'd be hard for somebody to just walk up to him and tell him, let's get down right now, put some money in the hat, child, let's go. You may got to get warmed up or tuned up. He already ready to roll.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So y'all hear that? Practice, practice, practice. Michael, go ahead.
Hold up. No, since you mentioned practice, let's understand the difference between a routine, something that's choreographed, and something that's practiced.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, a routine is something you do from start to finish. It's done basically in a chronological order. That's what a routine is.
Right.
Routine and choreograph, but the same thing. You choreograph a dance. So from start to finish, you know at each point where you're supposed to do certain things. You see what I'm saying?
Joe, right quick, man. Put your information out there, bro. We got people that's asking how to get a hold of you for lessons, bro. Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, you know, y'all are talking to one of the coldest in the game right now, and he can definitely, not only can he give you this dance, he can make it make sense. It ain't a lot of people that can do that. Angie Fain, what's happening, baby? That's one who can. Josiah Burt, y'all make sure you give them your information. Put it out there.
Tell them. I mean, they can hit me on Messenger.
Joe always tell you, I ain't hard to find. But hold on, Joe. We got people. Listen, hold on now. We got people from multiple platforms on here. Everybody ain't on Facebook. We got YouTube. We got Twitch. We got Twitter. They chiming in from everywhere.
Hey, phone number. Do I need to be like Nike and give my phone number?
Yes, sir.
Hey,
be like Nike. Just don't call nobody. No, I'm just...
Watch how I say this. My phone number is 254-317-0064. 254-317-0064. Now, let me explain this to you. If you call me, don't call me first. Message me. Send me a text message because it won't ring if you call me. But if you text me, let me know who you is. I can hit you right back.
All right, y'all got it.
Hey, because I'm talking about, like I said, me and Brian, hey, since you mentioned it, Brian, we talking about putting some stuff together.
Absolutely.
I got this 9 lesson.
We working on it, baby. That's right. We got a whole program for y'all out here right now, and I promise you, this ain't gonna be what you're not gonna get over here is endless stepping lessons. What you're gonna get over here is this dance, and you're gonna learn it the right way the first time. And when it's over, very rarely will you need to see anybody else about anything. And we got continuing education over here. So if you need to ask a question or you need some help, you can always revert back this way, and Joe got you.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So 9 lessons. I put 9 lessons together to teach you how to do the original dance. The original, not old school, the original. It'll take you like 9 lessons, maybe shorter lessons if you just that good at picking things up. But I put together 9 lessons. I remember one time, remember I put that stuff on Facebook and showed people the original dance. They
Oh,
like,
yeah.
put that back. So I'm gonna put the same thing. I'm gonna put the same thing back, but it's gonna be broke down in nine basic lessons to teach you how to perform the original dance, understanding the basic steps to the hand signals and everything that's in the dance.
Done and done. Okay, Joe, let me get these shout outs right quick. Jerome Cook in the building. What's happening? I'm glad you came through. Thank you for coming. Vonda Powell, that my girl is. How you doing, baby girl? Lorenzo, what's up, man? I see you, Zoe. L Black Elam in the building, my man. Let's see who else we got here. My man, Blue is in the building. What it do, Man, where you at, man? Where you at? Where you at? We know you up and down that road. Renee Ford in the house. Angie Fain, that's my girl. Tara Toy in the house. We got everybody. William T. Smith, Diva Status. Hey, Riri. Raymond Malcolm. I gotta holler at my people, man. You know, we had to stop a minute. Dennis Moore, what's up, dog? He said you the best instructor he had come to Cali. Yep, got you. Patrice Bradley in the house. How you doing? Sonetta McClendon. Wow. So let's go to footwork, Joe. Let's talk about the footwork category, Joe.
Okay.
Yeah. So how do you judge footwork? Okay.
Footwork is something that you have to understand, okay? Because every dance has a form of footwork, but we talking about footwork that fits Chicago stepping. So it's a lot of different pieces out there. A lot of it have names. A lot of people just don't remember the names. But like you said, Brian, I ain't gonna say back in the day. Back in the 70s, so you know exactly what back in the day I'm talking about. Back in the 70s. There's a lot of stuff that came up from kid names and stuff like that we did. And people understand when you put a name to something, you can remember it. Name association. So you remember it. So if somebody say do this or do that or do this, you know exactly what to do. Versus somebody say do that again.
Paired associate learning. That's what it's called.
Yeah, so it's like number association, name association, paired association. Okay, so now let's talk about the footwork. A lot of people say, well, you can't teach footwork. You got to be able to teach footwork. And people don't understand. And this is what people don't understand. Back in the 70s, the footwork that we had when we stepped came from tap dance. So we took tap dance pieces and took it apart.
Now, let me stop you right quick. Let me say this to my audience. I want y'all to do something. Now, when you watch a Ty Skippy or you watch Joe or some of the older original steppers, if you take the time out, if you ever watch any of the old black and white dance movies and you see some of those moves, you will recognize quite a few of them. I'm just putting that out there so y'all know. Go ahead, Joe.
That's where we got our moves from. We used to watch some old comedies with those musicals, and they danced in those musicals. People okay, look at people trying to learn how to do carousels, right? Look at Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. They had some of the coldest carousels around the floor. People talking about
yes,
traveling
sir.
carousel.
Yes, they did.
That's where we got all that stuff from. If you look at the jitterbug, that's where our startup right now came from, the jitterbug. So everything that we have, we picked it up from other dances, right? See, what a lot of people like to say, that this dance came from this dance, this came from this. No, stepping came from a lot of different dances and created a whole nother dance. Because stepping don't look like none of those dances. You may have pieces. Now the new school itself look more like other dances.
Right.
Because it's gotten to the point now today, people put so much other things from other dance when it comes to spins and turns. Again, not for the avoid this, we're going right back. Footwork. Right?
Speaking of Footwork James in the building. What's happening? He said Nicholas Brothers and Gene Kelly.
Look at
hey, Darlene, man.
And Footwork James has a check this out. Footwork James has a signature move.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you can understand the signature move that he has. Footwork James has a quick shuffle with a right crossover step.
Yep.
That's his signature move.
That's right,
So
James.
just to let people know,
We know you.
yeah. So no, but the reason I said that, if people understand, you can break this stuff down and understand what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So footwork, when I judge footwork, I'm looking at your creativity, but I'm looking at your creativity from individual moves, because what people don't understand is footwork is individual dance steps combined together to give it a footwork look. Because okay, I'm gonna give you an example. If I did what you call a banana split or a nutcracker, where you spread your legs wide
And then
and
slide
them
back
back
up.
in,
Yep.
right? So it was that was called a nutcracker or banana split, right? So if I did that, if I did the banana split, right?
Mm-hmm.
After my feet came back together, I did a shuffle, turned to my left, and did a slide. They would call that footwork.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a combination of 3 little different moves put together: a banana split, a shuffle, and a slide.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be considered footwork. You got moves that everybody like to do now. It's basically called a mashed potato. When they get up on their toes and like they mashing their feet in the ground, twisting their feet like they mash. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That would call a mashed potato. So if I'm judging a person's footwork, and I'm gonna give you an example. Don't look like you scrambling eggs. And what I mean by that is like you trying, like it's like throwing rocks and trying to hit something. You moving your feet, hoping you can get an ooh and an ah out of somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But you yourself don't know exactly what you are actually doing, because you had nobody really trying to teach you or structure you and how to actually perform the moves.
So, Joe, is it safe to say you could teach footwork?
Man, all day, every day.
That part.
Because people that say you can't, but what I'm saying is, when you say you can't teach footwork, you're basically saying that people don't know what they're doing out there. And why would you call it footwork if it can't be taught?
Boom.
I mean,
Y'all heard it here on Inside Steppin.
What people don't understand is footwork. It's like dance. Okay, put like this. You got like 5 or 6 dances, like the spank, the Roger Rabbit, the Cabbage Patch, all these different dances, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you start dancing and you implemented all those dance moves at one time, you go from one to the next, right? They basically say you can get down, you can dance. Because you hit different dance moves, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So footwork is the same way. It's individual dance steps. You're just combining them together. Here you go. Here's the best example. People gotta understand, when guys tap danced, they learned individual tap dance moves.
Mm-hmm.
So they got so good. When you get good, it's a barrage of tap dance moves in the tap dance itself.
All strung together.
They hitting all types of different moves: slides, skips, karaoke, nutcracker. They doing everything. But they tap dance and they don't tap when they do it. So, but they have to learn those moves individually and learn how to combine them together. So footwork is the same thing. You're learning individual dance moves, dance steps with your feet,
Right.
and you learn to combine them together. It's like a turn combination. Turn combinations are individual turns combined together to give it a combination look.
That's what's up. Joe, give your number again. We got people requesting.
Okay, 254-317-0064.
And y'all remember.
254.
Go ahead.
317-0064.
And y'all remember, text them first now.
First, let me know who you are so I can call you back, because if your phone number is not in my phone, it won't ring. So text me first, please. Hey, I've been telling folks, we've been looking at things. Me and Brian was talking about. People ask me, I had a couple of people ask me, would I travel to do workshops? I told them, yeah, I would. If you bring me that, I do it. But it's up to them. They gotta let me know. We talk about what we need to talk about. You check it out. You tell me what you're looking for, because I don't want to just show up at your city and throw anything at you. Tell me what you're trying to do. So that was what we'll work on.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, and I ain't just saying this because this is my partner, this family. I'm gonna tell y'all what I seen with my own eyes. When he say, tell him what you looking for, he means that. Now, if you don't know what you looking for, then that might be a little problem within itself. But let me tell
That
you,
ain't gonna be no problem. I can help you with that
he
too.
can help you with that too. But let me tell you, I have literally watched him have somebody tell me what you want. And they told him what they wanted. Before he ever got off the couch, he explained it. And it took him less than 10 minutes to straighten out what that person wanted. And the person was standing there with their mouth open, money in hand, saying, and that was it. After all these years, that was it. That was it. That's the difference between being able to explain this dance, knowing what you're doing, and somebody just saying, okay, follow me. Okay? So I'm telling y'all now, you want it, you can get it from right here. Real talk. All right. So Joe, let me ask you, man, okay, with your breakdown on these scores, right? What are your thoughts, without getting in trouble? What are your thoughts on people who you and I both know probably should not be judging a competition? Blank stare.
Okay, here you go. Here you go. How they do it in court?
I plead the fifth.
Could you rephrase the question?
He said, can you rephrase the question? Okay. Joe.
Yeah.
When it comes to judge selection by the promoters of contests,
all right,
should they look for a particular set of criteria from these individuals that allow them to be able to knowledgeably score a contest that is within reason?
Yes. Now, this is the thing about that.
Mm-hmm.
You got a new school category, then you got a original old school category. That's what it was at first.
That's what it was. Now it's only old school.
Right now it's only old school. So those are the only two dance categories, right?
Right.
I ain't talking about trio and
right. We talking about the two main dance categories.
Right. Okay. Now, first, if I'm gonna get somebody to judge one of those contests, I need to actually know if you know that dance that well. The difference between an old school and a new school dance.
Right, because there's very little clarity in that regard. I mean, I've broken it down on this show multiple times.
To me, there's no clarity. I'm even original.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me, okay. When they had it as original old school category, I seen this guy ask a question at Texas Heat.
Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't score or didn't win or didn't place.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked, what's the criteria? And nobody really could explain it to him. But see, the thing of it is, you called it an original old school category.
Right.
Therefore, both dances supposed to be done.
Incorporated into that category. Yeah.
If you only do one element of that dance, you shouldn't score it high.
Mm-hmm.
Because the category is called original old school. So I need to see the original dance plus the old school dance.
Mm-hmm.
And I should be able to tell the difference between the two while you're doing them.
Right.
Okay? And what that is the dance styles. Okay? But they can't explain it. Because even when I asked about it, they couldn't explain it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I could explain the difference between the two, but I want to understand what's the requirements on when you get on stage.
Right.
So back to what you just asked me. If you're going to get people, see, the thing of it is, there are no certified judges.
There's no certified nothing. Not yet.
I'm just going across, give it to you. There are no certified judges. Okay? Chicago has the monopoly on this.
Right.
Okay? If Chicago Steppin, they pick the people they want to judge. The people that they pick to judge supposed to be knowledgeable on the dance itself. The different variations from original, old school to new school. 3 different dances should be 3 different variations. When you step on stage, you should be able to walk in at any time and say, what category is on the stage right now? Oh, that's old school. Or, oh, that's new school. Or, oh, that's original.
Okay.
But when you walk into the contest, you can't tell the difference between nobody's category because everybody's doing the same dance in all the categories.
Right.
So what's your criteria for the dance?
Right.
So let me give a little breakdown. Let's go to old school. Me and Brian, for a minute, we was calling the old school the Y2K.
Right.
Why we
Y2K.
it Y2K dance? Because that's when the dance really started going across the country. Now, again, when I came home in 2003, they were already doing it. It was rolling, but it was a 6 count then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 was the count. So when they tell you turn on 1 and turn on 2, that's what they was giving you to understand. So it was a 6 count. Now, it was more dancing type moves were done versus a whole bunch of spins and turns.
Right.
Because the guy danced. You had more high steppers out doing high step dance moves. So they were dancing more. So the original dance, I'm sorry, the Y2K, the old school, the Y2K, it had more dance than spins and turns. They did spins and turns, but they danced more. The new school has more turns and dips,
More acrobatics,
and not really acrobatics because I wouldn't.
I
even
call
give
them
you credit
acrobatics.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, because you're talking flips and all that kind of stuff. So basically, my thing is, if you got to do flips and all that kind of stuff in our dance, that means your creativity is not that good. So you should be good at first, and now if you want to speak acrobatics, it has to be in the turn. You know what I'm saying? I've seen turns where a woman is like falling to the floor, they taking their leg and lifting her back up, you know, or taking around her neck and bringing her down up. So those are turns that fit. Those are type of turns that will fit new school.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Those type of turns. Like you say, acrobatic turns. Let's put it like this: the acrobatic type turns,
that part,
triples, and all those different things. From that perspective, that would be new school. Where old school Y2K is more dance. It's turns. You see what I'm saying? It spins, but not as much as you would do in the new school. Because the new school is looking for a lot of, I guess you say, a lot of triple turns, a lot of quadruple turns, a lot of double turns, and all that kind of stuff. Those kind of acrobatic practices. Because this kind of where it came from. They looking for more salsa and ballroom type turns and spins.
Exactly.
That's the new school.
Exactly. Okay. Now, Joe, right quick, let me field a couple of these comments. Elamar Lamar, that's my main man right there. I had a chance to kick it with him in Arkansas. He says, as a newcomer, footwork was one of the elements that grabbed my attention, but was told I would need to take 2 or 3 years of basics before implementing footwork to do it correctly. That, sir, is untrue. You just got to be with the right people. Kevin Durham said, Joe, what's going on, brother? This is DJ Special K. Tanya Coleman said, what should the minimum qualifications be to be a judge? What are your thoughts?
Okay, now since you asked me, I'm giving you what I'm understanding.
Tell it how Joe would tell it.
Okay. To be a judge, either you need to be a judge that understands all 3 elements of the dance, original, Y2K old school, and the new school. Or you need to be a specialist in one of the 3.
Yeah.
And that's where you would judge at. You would have to understand, and not only understand, but
not just be able to do it, but understand it.
Understand what you're looking at, because when you judge a contest, you have we've been in gymnastics, right? Okay, so if you're in a gymnastic competition, right, even on, let's use the flow X or any of them. There are I can't remember
compulsory routine, compulsory moves. Yeah,
moves that's required that you have to do. So it's called compulsory moves, right?
Yep.
So these are the moves that they're looking for. So let's use new school. So we talking about terms. We're looking for a difficulty in maybe 1 or 2 terms, right? We're looking for some double turns and some triple turns. We're looking for some dips and some carousels, all that kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? So, but it has to be so many different moves that we're required to. It's like this here. You got to do at least, I'm gonna say it like this, you got to do at least 2 triple turns. One, I guess one trick turn or acrobatic turn, like you said, right? And 2 double turns in singles.
Right.
Now, in me judging you, you may do 1 triple turn, 2 double turns, no acrobatic turn, and no carousel.
And if that's part of the criteria, then you're gonna ding them for not doing them.
You didn't do what was required of you. We're not talking about your skill set and your style in the dance. We're talking about the things that's mandatory for you to do in the dance.
In that category.
Before you get on your, and we don't care when you do it in the dance. We just need to see it done in your dance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can just use it from this term in your routine of moves. Because see, the thing of it is, when you practice how to do stuff. We don't know how it's going to come out of you. You know what I'm saying? You just know how to do the things. But we need to see it on stage. This is what we're grading you on. So we're past judging you on your synchronization, your timing, your appearance. We already looked at that when you walked on the stage.
Right.
I mean, excuse me, your appearance. We already looked at that. We're gonna look at your synchronization and your timing while you're dancing, your chemistry and all of that.
Okay.
But we need to see those things in the process of you doing all these turns and spins and moves.
Right. Okay, Joe. Angie M. Simmons says, "Happy birthday from St. Petersburg, Florida." She's saying that to me. Thank you very much, Angie. She said, her husband Bert met you in Pensacola, Florida. She said her husband only knew how to do the stroll before the workshop, but he learned more in 1 hour from you than in 6 months of classes. Just putting that out there. Erica Nicole wants to know what exactly is a certified judge. Well, Erica, we're going to have that definition for you here just shortly. You hold tight. And when I say that, I mean within the next 6 months to a year. Valeria Hampton.
Well, no.
Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
We already got it. We just gonna put it on paper.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's on paper, but we're gonna make it available. Put it like that.
Right. Because I'm explaining to them now. When you got judges, the judge got to understand the dance that they're judging. If they don't understand the dance that they're judging, not my buddy, not my pal to be judging. Just maybe because you got a name in the dance. Because like a lot of people can dance, a lot of people ain't good at teaching it. I've said this before. I played football. I knew my position, but I can't coach because there's a lot more to coaching than it is to playing.
That's right.
So the same thing with dancing. A lot of people can dance, don't mean they can teach and understand it.
Joe, somebody on here named Jim Pays Off says, "Is that the dude from Clarksville, Tennessee?" Yeah, that's him. That's funny. Joe, I think I told this story last week. I was telling people about we was in Chicago the week before, and we was sitting up in Giordano's Pizza, and you started doing demonstrations, messed around and got our whole meal paid for. Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild, man, to do a demonstration. Somebody said, man, look.
And the people was from Czechoslovakia. They loved it. They ate it up.
Yeah. I mean, we went to pay for our food. They said, "No, y'all food already paid for." I'm like, what?
Kirk White, what's up, man? Auspicious Aussur in the house. Let's see. She said, I would like to see those written and a check off and not a subjective number assigned. Yeah, I think that would be good. Well, the whole thing, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. One of the reasons Inside Steppin exists is because we're trying to further and better the community as much as possible with just a little bit of information and providing as much insight as we can as we go along. And those who pick it up, great. Those who don't, well, they'll catch up. And we do this because of the love of the culture and the dance. That is the reason for Inside Steppin, period, point blank, full stop. So when we make these suggestions, hopefully there are those who latch on to the things that we say and, you know, try to help implement these things because, you know, it's a work in progress and we're trying to refine it. You know, like fine wine, you know, it get better with age. You dig? Kurt White say if you have 5 criteria, it should be a judge for each one, a total of 5 judges. That's actually a good idea too.
I mean, but yeah. And it turns out that's the way it's supposed to be. Even from 5 to 3 judges, they don't take it out. They're not judging. All judges are not judging you on the same exact thing because you can't look at everything that they're doing. So just like Kirk said, if you got 5 judges, right? This judge here is going to judge you on appearance, synchronization, timing. When I mentioned about terms, this guy is going to be judging you on the compulsory terms that you're supposed to do. This guy's going to judge you on the compulsory foot moves.
Right.
Foot
And if
moves
you
that
miss
you're
one
supposed
of
to do.
them, they don't score you. So boom.
And it's easy for them to document because each one of those 5 judges are looking for different things.
Right.
That way, one judge is not looking for the same exact. He can't look at everything at one time.
That's true. That is true. That's
So just like
a good
Kirk
point.
mentioned, you got the criteria, right? And that's what they was asking you. You got the criteria of what's supposed to be judged, but how it breakdowns is you got, like Kirk said, you got 5 judges, you got 3 judges, you got 4 judges. All the judges are looking for something differently while they're judging you. Their scorecard has certain things on it. When they finish, they take up the scorecards and combine your scores together.
Right.
But see where it should be though. If you go up there and say, "I have a problem with what you would with my score. Why didn't I get this score?" You were supposed to do 1 carousel. You did no carousels.
Right. They should be able to be explained to why they got.
Right.
You're absolutely right.
You were supposed to be doing a triple turn with difficulty. You only did 3 doubles.
Valerie
You
O'Connor.
see what I'm saying?
Valerie O'Connor says, do y'all think there should be different judges on the panel every year and not the same ones year after year? Yes, it always is different ones. Well, for the most part, anyway.
Well, you know what though? But see, that's just it though. I don't think it should be different judges every year. I think it should be certified
Qualified judges every year.
Qualified judge. It don't make no difference if you look at the same judge 7, 8 years in a row because what judges do, and like even in bodybuilding and everything else, what judges do, they look at you and they watch your growth as you continue to get in competition. They see when you were at when you started. They see when you were at 4 or 5 years.
That's
they don't
true.
know how much
That is
you
true.
got.
And
you see what I'm saying?
On that note, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. Now, back you mentioned we was both in gymnastics. I'm gonna tell you something that happened to me years ago. My first couple of competitions I went to in the state in Illinois, right? I'll never forget. Now, I was a part of a tumbling team where we did a lot of power tumbling. We did a lot of amazing stuff. Just flips and turns and twists and all kinds of things. And we went to this competition, and I'll never forget it. And not on a racial tip, but we was the blackest things there because the types of inner city groups like we were didn't compete on that level. We weren't, we just didn't know nothing about it really. So the coach that we had at the time, he was like, yeah, we're gonna start competing. So we like, yeah, we with it. Now here we are thinking we could go in there doing the same stuff we do on the street. We go in there doing power moves that these other people cannot do. They like, oh my God, these guys are bananas. But
they beat you.
They beat us every single time
on fundamentals
because of the fundamentals and what we didn't understand about the rules. I got my hands on one of the manuals, on one of the rule books, and I read it from cover to cover. And it explained what each move was, what scoring each one of those moves brought, and how you would be scored if you did these in a particular order or succession. So from there, I tailored my next routines from that book. I picked out everything that was scored super high, and I put it all in one routine. Lit their ass up. Now, the difference was, once I understood what was required for the judges to see me do, then I became a contender.
Now, you beat me to the punch, because while we're on this note, Because see, the thing of it is, before a contest, you're supposed to let people know that's in that contest what's required of them to do in that category. That way they know what to practice.
Yeah,
You understand
that's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right. You know what compulsory moves that you
Now,
need to
listen
know.
to me.
Fred
So
Astaire
this
in the
is-
building. What's happening?
Right. So
Hey,
so
Patrice.
check this out. So watch this here. So let me answer this question before anybody asks this question. So they get out there. You done already told them everything that's required of them to do. They go out there and they do it in a not routine or what's the other thing we talking about? You can do a routine, a choreograph.
Yeah.
Here you go. In a choreograph. So I can look at a person dance and tell if what you're doing is choreographed
Right.
versus it's coming to hip. Because people say, well, what about somebody choreographing? You can choreograph if you want to. You're gonna lose points.
Yeah.
Because the judge is supposed to be able to look at something. Look here. I know when something just comes when I watch people dance, I know what's coming naturally. Versus I can see you when you routine. So a lot of time when people routine things or choreograph it, you got little pauses in there because you're trying to set up for that move. It doesn't look like it's coming naturally.
Yep. That's but again, but that comes with that's part of the style and the synchronization of the dance, you know, and the showmanship. Because
Right.
if you got your showmanship in order, then you're
Yeah,
not gonna look as choreographed.
If you know what the competitions will be just that much better because you will have an idea of what you know what they're looking for you to do on stage. You are not going up there blind trying to figure it out.
Right.
And then, because I don't care what crowd participation should never play a part in a competition that has judges.
That part. Willie Chapman in the building. What's happening, my man? Brick, what's up, dog? Tony Anthony in the building. Kenneth McAllister in the house. If I overlook y'all's name, don't get mad at me. Charge it to my head, not to my heart. Fred Astaire said, what's up? Look, so Sheila White says, asks, do we have the judges and the criteria? Have they gotten the criteria already? No. That happens the day of the event. It is very well kept information. Nobody knows who the judges are until the day of. And that is how that goes every single year. That way, there are no conversations had and no people, you know, oh, so-and-so going to be a judge. Let me call my boy. Ain't none of that. You don't know until the day of. And I'll tell you a conversation, let y'all in on a conversation Pete and I had one time some years ago. And he said, it's amazing how people get into it with each other in this community. And he said, the funny thing is, you don't never know who I'm going to put up there as a judge. So you probably want to stay cool with people because you just don't know. And unfortunately, there are those who inject their personal feelings into their judging.
And so that shows the lack of professionalism.
Yep.
That just shows the lack of professionalism. Because if you're doing a job, don't let your personal feelings or views get into it. Which they do anyway.
That's right.
They pick their buddies, their pals, all that kind of stuff.
And like Poppy just said, let me pay the judge.
Right.
And Tony Anthony said the crowd should have nothing to do with the judge's score, whether the crowd likes them or not. Absolutely correct.
That's what I just said. Crowd.
Yep.
If you got judges, crowd participation should have nothing to do with your scores.
Yep. Well, very interesting. It should be a good weekend, y'all. We got, like I said on last week when we discussed this, we discussed the upcoming competition. This year is going to be anybody's show. So I'm going to tell y'all now, I do have one or two favorites, which I will not mention, like I didn't last year. I just told y'all there was going to be a ringer, and I talked about it afterwards. Now, I do have two favorites for this year. Well, matter of fact, actually.
Don't say ringer.
These ain't ringers. The other one I said was a ringer because I knew what was getting ready to happen there. But then a ringer suggests cheating, but he didn't cheat. He went in there and he kicked ass. So there's that.
Right.
I have a favorite in old school category. I have a favorite in the new school category. Now, walkers, I'm gonna just tell y'all, it's gonna be anybody's show. This is gonna be one of those times where hopefully lightning will strike for a couple, and their synchronization and their chemistry will be on point, and they will absolutely kill the game out here. But I can tell you, if everybody brings their A game, it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one to judge. I'm not even gonna lie. There are a lot of veterans coming out, but the funny thing is there are a lot of people who are noticeably absent. A lot of people that I would have thought were going to be in the game this year that are not. Because I compare the two lists from last year to this year, and there's a lot of people who are not there. But it's okay, because it's still going down.
That could be good.
And actually, now that I'm looking at the list, there are more this year. There are more competitors this year than there were last year. Last year, we had a total of 68 couples, and I believe, let me see, out of those 68, we had, I want to say 2 or 3 that scratched, that didn't come. But we have a larger amount of people this year, and it's going down, y'all. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a barn burner. Barn burner, as they say. Let's see, y'all. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we had 5, 6. We had 6 couples last year that pulled out. So there was a total of 67 and 6 pulled out. So that left 61. This year we have a total of 75. And hopefully everybody makes it and everybody participates. Now, for the purse this year, y'all, the beginners category has a first place only. That's $500. 60 and over category, first place only, $1,000. Walkers category, first place only, $1,000. And trio category, first place only, $1,500. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, I said it last week. I'm going to say it again for the benefit of those who weren't here. Straight up, y'all, I think that the walkers category, and I'm just putting this out there, you know, we like to make suggestions here on Inside Steppin'. The walkers category needs to have a first, second, and third. And the reason I say that is because it is one of the largest categories in the competition next to new school. And I think there should be a second and third. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily, because, you know, the money only goes so far, doesn't necessarily mean they should get a purse, but they should have a second and third place just for the sake of us knowing what that competition actually looked like, and, you know, knowing that, you know, there's going to be a clear winner, well, maybe a clear winner, but we'd like to know at least who else came up second and third behind them. Even if there's no money involved, I think the walkers category deserves a second and third place. Now, original old school category, or the old school category, first place is $2,500, second place is $1,500, and third place is $500. New school is $2,500, $1,500, and $500. So total cash and prizes is $13,000, y'all. The bag is in the air. All you got to do is jump up there and catch it. Boop, there it is. Tony Anthony say he coming to shake up the world. Get ready for a show, because it's showtime. All right. I'm gonna tell Kim Bowie you said that, because you know showtime, that's his word. And Kim Bowie is competing this year. Let me see. Well, what category is he in? I believe. Let me see.
Original or over 60?
Yeah, I think he in over 60. Yeah, he in over 60. Tanya and Kim in over 60, and I think he's in walkers too. Let me see. I believe, yep, Kim Bowie, yep, number 46, they in walkers too. So Kim Bowie gonna be there. He gonna do his damn thing. We got a lot of notables on here, y'all. I'm gonna just tell you, it's gonna be a tough competition. It's gonna be a show. So we're gonna bring it to you live. Inside Steppin' will be in the building. Me, my co-host, Mr. Rudy Dotton of Smooth Jazz Steppin', the ambassador Kevin Nevels from the embassy, and my man Marky G, Mr. Mark Brown, the producer. It's going down. We will be talking about all of the aspects of the competition. We'll be talking about the judging. We'll be talking about the wardrobes. We're going to be talking about all of it. So y'all get ready, because I promise you it's going to be a great show. We have, we hopefully, and I'm fingers crossed, y'all, I think we've solved our transmission problems where we won't have to be bothered with the cellular situation with losing signal and that kind of thing. So you will be able to get a seamless show all the way through. From beginning to end, we will be doing a pre-show, and hopefully I'll have Mr. Josiah Burt on deck with me on Saturday. I'm crossing my fingers. Y'all encourage Joe to be there with us so he can do he can help us work this thing out while we there.
Ooh, that wife of mine, buddy.
Yeah. Tell mama you gonna be a star. Look. she don't care nothing about that, I know. But so yeah, man, it's gonna be a really good competition. So ladies and gentlemen, and all right quick, let me give a couple of shout outs because we're going to be doing a few commercials over the weekend while we discuss some of the upcoming events. And one of the main ones, and of course, this is I'm a part of, and that is the New Year's Eve Masquerade Affair in Houston, Texas. If you're in the Houston area, you come on out and hang with us. We'll actually be dancing. It will be we'll be having a good time partying with each other and nothing else because we're steppers, and that's what steppers do, not all that other stuff. So I'm just saying, if you if you're in Chicago over the weekend on Sunday after, because we're gonna be at Tinley Park all day Saturday, but on Sunday, the Majestic Gents presents a Sunday Steppers Night Party at the 50-yard line, y'all, from 1 to 6. Mixmaster Rudy Dotton and your man Myron the R will be on the ones and twos. Them be your musical engineers for that, and it's gonna be going down at the 50, y'all. And again, I encourage anybody, if you ain't been to Chicago, man, you need to take one of these opportunities when there's something like this going on and come on, because it's going down. Nicole V out there in Las Vegas, y'all. Next year, June 27th to 28th of 2025, we will be in Las Vegas. It is going down. Early bird prices for the tables are $80 a person, table of 10. Carmichael Music Lover will be on out there doing his thing as well. So y'all get ready for that. We'll be bringing more details for that event coming forward. So get ready. One of my favorite people, Ms. Lisa Luckett, y'all. She's doing her 6th year anniversary Steppin in Black and Bling Affair on Sweetest Day, October 19th of 24, Indian American Cultural Center, y'all. It's over in Maryville, Indiana. So if you're in that area, you're in the Chicago area, you need to go holler at my girl. DJ Lady Love and Suave Larry will be on the ones and twos. It is a $20 in advance and $25 at the door. It is going to be a fantastic event. We may try to make it there and be a part of that event as well. But my girl Lisa Luckett, that's one of my homies. That's my girl. I call her my fairy godmother, y'all. Now, very, very important event. Next year, y'all. Labor Day weekend, for those of you who want to travel abroad. All right.
Yeah.
The USA meets the UK, y'all. Sarah Teagle is taking Steppin to the UK once again. They're going to be going through it's $1,750 per person, and that includes all of your good stuff, the event, your travel, and all that stuff. You guys reach out to Sarah Teagle. We're going to talk about it in depth at the over the weekend as well. But also, you guys, I thought that we were going to be announcing this at the world's largest this year, but the announcement came out yesterday. Mr. Irie Israel, Keith Hubbard, and a few of their cohorts are doing what is about to be a huge event right there in the city of Chicago. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling you now. Book your room. It is a can't beat free event. It is called the Homecoming. It is going to be at McCormick, downtown Chicago, y'all. You're not going to have to leave the hotel and do anything. If you do not get a room, I believe the cost of entry is $45 for the entire weekend. It is a can't be free event. You book your room, your tickets are free. Y'all, I'm telling you now, this is going to be enormous. It is probably going to trump. I hate I even use that word. It's probably going to be better than Steppaganza. Mark my words. Labor Day weekend, 2025, you're going to want to be in Chicago for the Homecoming. A lot of people will be attending. A lot of people like myself will be traveling from wherever we are to go home to be a part of this event. So you're going to want to do that. Also, right quick, the Emerald set, y'all. My homies over there. Wait a minute, what's happening here? Okay. Doggone it. Okay, there we go. All right, the Emerald set, y'all. 15th anniversary, Harlem of the South. This is yet another great quality event. Chesapeake, Virginia. It's going down. Y'all get ready to hit that party. We'll be bringing you more details on that one as well. Now, last but not least, wait a minute. Let me make sure I got all my ducks in a row. I want to tell y'all, and I want to not only tell y'all, I also want to thank y'all. Denim and Diamonds, Minneapolis, Minnesota, September 26th through the 28th, which is where we'll be right after the world's largest, sold out. If you did not get your tickets and you did not do your thing to come to that event, I hate it for you. It is sold completely out. It is done, and that's that on that. And y'all is going down in Minneapolis. Who wrote all of this? Good grief. Wait a minute. Let me see what we got here. We have Gregory B. Dickerson with a book overview. Okay. You know what, Greg? He put the whole thing. All right. I wish you had let me know about that. I could have probably given you a better review on it, but I'll read that later on. That is a block of words. Jerry Baskerville, how you doing, dog? That's part of your Emerald Set people right there. Yes, the Emerald Set is an experience. Yes, you're going to want to check that out. Yes, Willie Chapman say it's on in Chicago for 2025. It absolutely is, sir. Tony Anthony says that's a great deal for downtown Chicago. Yes, it is. Rodney Mack, what's happening? 20th anniversary Detroit White Party with a boat ride this year, y'all. My man Rodney Mack. Hopefully Rodney will have Inside Steppin come down and hang out with him and broadcast all of that, huh, Rodney?
Plug it.
Huh? You know, I'm gonna mess with him. You know, he got a whole bunch of people they've been on me. They keep asking me, when you gonna come to Detroit? I said, man, look, the promoter got to get at me, man. I can't just, you know how it is, you know. So you got people that want us there, Rodney. Come on with it, buddy. Let's make it do something, man. Let's put it out there. Let's make it happen.
Hey, man, look here. One thing, let me plug one. 27th to the 29th of September. Keep it simple. Birmingham.
That's right.
Alabama.
Pony Mac.
Bessemer Event Center. Pony Mac and Lady Lenore throwing down. Keeping it simple the whole weekend. Get your tickets. Look on Custom Steppers page. Get in touch with Lady Lenore and them. Get your tickets. Get your tables. Everything set up. Come on down and have yourself a good time, because they're going to keep it all simple for you.
That's right. They keep it real simple. And I'm going to tell y'all just like this. The only reason.
I'm doing a workshop. Jamie Graham doing a workshop. The Field's doing some different workshops in there. Come on down. Let's get down, have some fun for the whole weekend.
At the Bessemer Civic Center. Listen, the only reason Inside Steppin will not be at Keep It Simple is because we have prior obligations with Denim and Diamonds. And this is the last year for Denim and Diamonds. So next year we will be at Keep It Simple for show. But just so you know, from Miss Valeria Connor over there in Minneapolis, Minnesota, she wants to thank everybody and let y'all know her event is sold out. We will be partying our tail off the week after the world's largest. So if you, I would say y'all come on, but too late. It's a done deal. All right. So with that said, sir, we have gone way over on this show. You know how we do when we get to running our mouth. And see, just for my audience, for those of y'all that don't know, this is every day. we have these conversations every day. So you know how that goes.
Pretty much.
Let's see, wait a minute. Okay, thank you, Bridget. Vanilla Drop said, if you do the Can't Beat Free in Chicago next year and you don't get a free pass, it is $20 on Thursday, $25 on Friday, and $25 on Sunday. 25 on Saturday and 20 on Sunday. Okay, that's what it is. Also, I'm gonna just throw this out there. I heard a little birdie. Well, he ain't no little birdie. Mr. Irie, the cat in the hat, told me that if you come down there and you park your vehicle, that you will probably, because the parking down there is a little steep, you will probably end up getting a discount at the door as well. In other words, you ain't got no excuse not to be at the homecoming next year. for Labor Day weekend. Period. You have no excuse. It's going down. I'm telling y'all now. Book your plane tickets. Book your hotel room, because it's going to fill up fast, baby. It's going to fill up fast. I'm telling you. That one there, that's going to be a barn burner. Believe that. All right, Joe. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm about to get in trouble because I was told to told the producer lady told me to tell her, let me know when I'm almost done. What you got, baby?
I just wanted to say thank you, Sunshine, for making the donation.
Oh, yes. Thank you,
Well,
Sunshine.
Sunshine donated, boy, that's big stuff.
Oh,
And
shoot.
Patrice in Houston.
I mean, she got rollers in her hair.
She gave you some stars also.
No, she got it tied up. Thank you, Patrice. Look, she got it tied up. She trying to get ready. She trying to get ready for tomorrow. Yeah, because you know what? I'm gonna be heading that way tomorrow myself, heading for the city, man. I'm gonna try to spend a little time with Mama and do a few things while I'm there. I gotta go check on some business, family business, and that type of thing. But you know, I be at home. You dig? So it's all good. You feel me? All right.
I guess I'm gonna try to. I don't know. I'm gonna try to see if I can come help you host it, man.
That's what
Saturday,
I want.
man.
That's what I'm trying to get up out you, bro. That's what I'm trying to do. We want you on deck, sir. You round out the team.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what's good, what we doing.
I have some real correspondents, some cats that know the game, you dig, that understand what it is. Willie Chapman said, don't forget, I'm taking buses from Chicago to Washington, D.C. for the inauguration of the 47th President Kamala Harris. January 17th, 21st, 2025. Coach Chapman.
Hey, man,
Go Willie, go
Hey, man.
Willie.
Hey, I like that. Huh?
Hey, check this out. When y'all saying something about buses from going for next year to be able to drive the people from the hotel over to the convention center?
Yeah, we had discussed that, but only reason I'm not going too far into them details is because I'm wait till Irie make those announcements himself. We had discussed it.
Let Willie Chapman make him remember, because he do the bus thing too.
Willie Chapman, you need to holler at Irie, man, because what will be, and this was a suggestion, and I'm gonna put it. I'll put it out there, and if y'all can work it out, Willie, get a hold of Irie if you have not already spoken with him. I talked to him about potentially setting up a shuttle from somewhere on the south side and somewhere on the west side going down to McCormick, so that people don't have to park down there and they can go and come to and from the event without a big old hassle. That's just something I'm putting out there. So, you know, I'm just saying. But Willie Chapman, I might come to Chicago and jump on one of them buses just to go to that inauguration. I was at Barack Obama's inauguration, and I would absolutely love to be there for that one as well. That's what's happening. All right, Joe, I'm getting off of here, man. You're not going to keep me on here. I see what you're trying to do. I see you. I see you, bro. I see what you're doing.
I'm hollering. You be cool with tell everybody what's up. Hey, don't forget to holler at your boy, 254-317-0064. Message me, text message me when you instead of calling, so I can call you back. If your phone number's not on my phone, it won't ring. So text me and let's get it. Let's talk about this thing. Let's make some moves.
That part right there. Hey, Joe, I appreciate you, baby, like always, man.
I'll become y'all. Take care and be safe.
Every chance we get, you dig. Holla at you in a minute. Peace.
Man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna close this show out because we've been here a long time, and but it's always good. Like they like the players say, it's always a treat when players meet, you dig? And we want to be able to put this information out there so that, because look, y'all, Inside Steppin is about education. It's about information. It's about helping people with their journey in this stepping thing, in your life, because it means something different to everybody. We all have our own way that we move within this community. We have our own way that we view this community. But we got to keep it respectful, and we got to keep it on the rails. We got to keep this thing where it belongs. And for those of you who missed the beginning of the show, you probably don't want to go back and watch all of that because, I'm on one. And I'm going to just tell you like this. For anybody that thinks that I'm extreme in my rants and my thoughts about other people and their culture vulturing, I want you to understand something. Y'all heard Josiah continuously mention the 70s because that's when this stepping, not bopping, not any other stuff, that's when stepping came into fruition. The reason it's necessary to understand and have the clarity about those things is because you need to realize that in the 70s, I was a preteen. Josiah was a teenager. He's older than me by about 4 or 5 years. Understand that we grew up in this. We cut our teeth in this. Steppin was never the thing that we did. It was a byproduct of lifestyles that we all lived. Now it has become the thing. But the people who want to become a part of this culture need to understand that we're still here. And there are certain things that are unacceptable. There are certain behaviors that are unacceptable to us. Now, I grant you, people can spend money however they want. People can, you can pick and choose where you go. You can pick and choose who you want to party with and all of that. I ain't got no beef with that. But when you start messing with my money and you start injecting yourself into something that we respect because this is where we come from, you're going to get pushback. You're going to get that pushback. Believe that. Okay? Now, not as many people are as vocal as I am, and they don't have the platform that I do, but you best believe they got my back because I'm speaking for the larger diaspora of this dance and those who come up in my generation in this dance that are not going to let just anybody walk in here and bastardize something that we love. Think about this. You're talking 50, 60 years for some of these people. They've been doing this. You think you get to just show up one day and learn how to count to 8 and everybody's supposed to bow down? That ain't happening. You want to do whatever other dances you want to do that. Steppers do not care. I promise you we don't care. We're not coming to your event and tell you should be stepping. We're not coming to your event and trying to and mean mugging everybody because you ain't stepping. We are not coming. We're going to go where steppers go. And what you should do, if you got a problem with steppers, either learn the culture and learn how to step or stay in your lane. Leave us be. I hope that I don't have to have this conversation again because the next time I'm not even going to be nice about it. And I will name names and I will call people out and I will say what needs to be said because clearly it means that my message didn't get through. I don't bite my tongue. Anything that I say on here, I will say to your face. Trust me on that. The people who know me, who have been on here, the people who've been knowing me all my life know me very well. And they will vouch for everything I just said. Trust me. I'll tell you exactly how I'm feeling about whatever it is you got to say or however you feel it. But when you start playing with my money, trust and believe I got a piece for you. I got a whole bunch of stuff I'm going to say to you. And how you take it, that's your business. But I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm feeling about it. Now, get your mind right, keep your business straight, and don't be nobody's flunky. Money talk, bullshit runs the marathon. I want everybody to have yourselves a wonderful evening, and I want to say thank you all for wishing me well on my birthday. I appreciate you, and I love y'all. And Inside Steppin is going to continue to do what it has to do in order for us to learn and grow together. I want y'all to have a good night. Enjoy. No, I ain't going to tell you to enjoy your weekend because you're going to be with me this weekend. We're going to be live and in living color doing our thing on at the world's largest on Inside Steppin. So I want y'all to get ready. It's going down. Have your televisions programmed for YouTube, which is where most of my audience is. That's where y'all hang out with me at, all my YouTube folks. And for those of you that are still on the Facebook app, you can jump off of there and jump on YouTube because then you ain't got to watch it on your little phone or tablet. You can watch it on your big screen because I'm telling you, you're going to want to watch this. You're going to want to sit on your couch. You're going to want to have your snacks, your wine, your beverage of choice, your food, whatever. Kick back. If you're not going to be in the building at the Tinley Park, kick back, relax, and enjoy the show. because it's gonna be good. I promise you, y'all, it's gonna be great. I got a wonderful co-host that's coming through, Mr. Rudy Dotton, smooth jazz, stepping out of Boston. Ambassador Kevin Neville's coming straight out the embassy out of Chicago. My man Marky G, Mark Brown, the producer, coming through, and myself, yours truly, Brian Forbes, coming straight out of Texas, y'all. And we're gonna be in Chicago tearing it up. We're gonna do a pre-show where we're gonna talk to contestants. We're gonna show you the room. We're gonna show you what's going on in the room. We'll show you the judges stand, the music stage, everything, so that you get a feel for everything that's happening in the room, so that when the room fills up, we won't be ready to go, and you're gonna be ready to watch. All right, y'all, I gotta go. I want you to have yourselves a wonderful night. Join us this weekend. I love you, and peace out. The views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its hosts, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.